it away, guys.
All right, hi guys, I'm Spooty.
I'm Goof.
And yeah, a couple quick things. Thanks to all your generous donations, we have reached the double time incentive, so we'll be playing on double time, which means the entire game is an important audio cue. So we're gonna do the same thing we did for my run last AGDQ. If you see something impressive where you want to clap, allow yourself a single clap. Just one.
Just one.
Wait until we're completely done for the full-on applause. Other than that, I just want to say that there's been a recent update to the game, and there's now a dog we can pet. So if we get donation comments that tell us to pet the dog, by the time we get to Kakariko, we will pet that dog for you guys. All right, anyway, we need the seed from the donation war for the seed. What is the winning bid for that? We'll go ahead and close that up and put our seed in.
Can't hear you.
Last I checked, it was...
Seed name is going to be Ariane, R-A-R.
A-R...
I-A-N-E.
Yeah, like this, right? Yeah, okay. All right, so I think we are ready to go then. Can we get an audience countdown? Ready?
All right, everyone, welcome. This is Cadence of Hyrule. If you want to know what this game is like, you can think of it as a Link to the Past randomizer meets a rhythm game. That means that all of the things that are on the map are going to be randomly generated. They won't know where anything is, the temples, the items, but because they entered the same seed, they're going to be getting the same layouts. You can already see on Spooty's screen the beat bar at the bottom. You see how fast that's going? Every one of those beats is a decision that he has to make. And whether or not he makes that decision, the enemies will. So they need to move very quickly. They have 5 main objectives at the beginning of the game. They need to go to the 4 temples, and they need to wake up their partner character. In this case, because they chose Zelda, their partner character is going to be Link. Then they have to beat 2 last dungeons which have 2 bosses, and that will be the game for them. And I can already see that they're in the Lost Woods, and there's some desert tiles, so that's already 2 of the dungeons that they've located.
Yeah, it looks like, Goof is coming up to the first Cadence cave, which is gonna give us the loot. The loot's a great item, lets us teleport around the map, helps with routing immensely.
Any of those glowing blue slates that you see on the screen, those are Sheikah slates, and anytime they touch them, not only do they get a health refill and a stamina refill,
nice.
Goron Charm, but that also allows them to teleport to that screen. Goof in the Goron Charm shot, that's actually a really important shot, specifically because the Goron Charm allows them to swim in lava. In the Desert Temple, in order to be able to get through the dungeon, it helps them skip the first floor to have that. There are a couple of other ways of doing it, but that means that they have a way of doing that.
And because everything's randomly generated, we're seeing route differences immediately. Spooty went down to the lake, hit the lake shrine, and then is now going over to the desert. Goof saw that Cadence cave right away and went for it. That's gonna give Goof a little bit of an advantage. That's the fastest Cadence cave, that's the fastest way to get the loot.
Spooty already picking up some keys, oh boy. A little scary. Doesn't have the stamina to use Nehru's Love. The big reason why we're picking Zelda is because of Nehru's Love. Nice, able to touch that Sheikah slate, get his health and stamina back, perfect. And is also able to pick up the Power Glove. This item is very useful for a number of skips in the game. Specifically allows you to be able to throw objects, move objects, and push and pull certain heavy objects. So it's very good to have immediately, and nice. Going to be able to pick up the titanium dagger basically immediately. If you notice, they're moving around on a grid, and essentially if they want to attack an enemy, they have to try and advance on their tiles. So you can think of it kind of like chess. But with a base weapon, their base dagger, they can only attack the tile directly in front of them, and they only deal 1 damage. The titanium dagger is an upgrade that lets them deal 2 damage. That's already twice as fast. That's twice as much damage that they're dealing.
Spooty picking up his loot. That's one of the starting key items that they're looking for, along with going to every single dungeon they need to.
Spooty back at Hyrule Castle. And another nice perk of playing as Zelda is that you start at Hyrule Castle, which is generally in the center of the map, and it's always directly above Lake Hylia, which is one of the other dungeons.
Right. And we really won't see Link really at all this whole run. Zelda is the speedrunning character for this game.
This is the Zelda game. Do we have any confirmed dog lovers? There's your dog.
if there's comments, if you want to pet it,
right.
you can pet it.
We gotta get them donations to pet that dog.
That wisdom torch is way out of the way.
Yeah, okay.
Did you guys see it? So thankfully in this game, as they're moving around, they will open up the map intermittently. And if they can do so, that's impressive without losing any time. It's because he's pausing it and closing it between the beats so that he can check the map very, very quickly. If you can see the tile that is mostly white on it, that indicates that that's the Wisdom Torch tile. It's always like that, but you'll never know where it is. That torch is super important because it allows you to see what's in chests and if there are items in dirt blocks. And ooh, that's Hover Mountain. That's very slow, but they already have the Garn Charm. It's just nice to be able to know that it's there as a backup for any reason. But specifically having the Wisdom Torch.
Okay.
There's Freddy. Sorry, Freddy.
Freddy.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
okay.
Okay.
Woo! That's one of the scariest points of the run. The shopkeeper, they're both going to fight him. And the shopkeeper moves really quickly and will one-shot them.
Yeah, Freddy deals 9 damage, so you gotta be careful you're gonna pick a fight with him.
Okay.
But because Spooty successfully defeated Freddy, got a coupon for his troubles, and that allows him to purchase anything that costs rupees absolutely for free. If he uses it at a Freddy shop, though, that's a little more risky because Freddy's gonna be like, hey, I know where you got that from. He's gonna aggro immediately.
Right. And you might see them going a little bit out of their way to pick up keys and chests. They're using the Wisdom Torch to find them, and keys are really important for the run. They need 8 of them, unless they pick up a weapon, which they'll need 9 of them for this total run. So key count is important to gauge, like, who's ahead.
All right, so Spooty just got the Hibiscus Potion. He's gonna be able to wake up Link. That's the first flag plant. That's one of the first important objectives already out of the way.
Okay.
Ooh, Goof found a
Oh,
Wisdom
Goof got hit. Nicely done, nicely done. Nicely done. Oh, sorry.
That is always incredibly terrifying.
When you die in this game, you lose all of your keys, which is, again, a key marker for this game. Keys for keys. Keys are key.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that these guys will eventually spend their coupon at the Goron shop before they go into another dungeon and accidentally use it on Freddy.
Right.
Ooh, were you looking to... Yep, we're going through the Lost Woods already. So normally you would need a key item to be able to tell which way is the right way, but if you look where the more powerful enemy is on each screen, you can tell where the exit is. So on this screen, for example, you see the Dark Wolfos on the left. That means that Spooty is going to be going to the left to be able to get out. A little scary, those things. Everything bites really hard. You can see that they only have 3 hearts total right now. And those black enemies will deal about 1.5 hearts, if not more. More often, they'll deal like close to 3
Yeah,
hearts.
honestly, this is outrageously fast. Like...
Okay, touching that Sheikah Slate, that means that Spooty can come back there if he ever desires.
Oh, man. So the tempo of the songs ranges from about 120 BPM to about 150 BPM, which means they're doing between 4 to 5 actions every second. And that means the enemies are moving 4 to 5 times every second. So they have to be on their toes for this entire run.
Nice. Goof picking up a key and a scroll of attack power, the enchanted weapon. That's actually also important because it adds 1 damage to all of your attacks. Trying to take care of, I believe, Gomaraka's first. It looks like, yeah, both of them kind of have that.
Oh, there's...
Ooh, nice.
Awesome.
Rapier. Okay.
First dungeon was the Rapier. The Rapier is the best weapon in the game. It's a move attack weapon that does a little bit more damage when you lunge with it. They spend a key to get it in the dungeon.
Man, I love this music.
Oh, man.
We finally get to
really
hear the swap
good.
music. Okay, so here's Gomaraka's. One of the reasons why we're tackling this boss first is because in this recent patch, Gomaraka's got a health buff. You're going to see that Goof is using the reflect spell from Nehru's Love to be able to go invulnerable through the beam attacks, trying to get this
Goof.
one fit. Oh, no!
Come on, Goof.
So again, that means that Goof lost all of his temporary items, any torch, shovel, ring, or boot, and any of his keys and money.
I'm actually going to the behind Hyrule Castle, since they have the Zora Flippers and the Power Glove. I can actually get a free weapon right here, which will allow me to get a Titanium Rapier, which means now I have +1 damage.
Nice.
Very
Spooty.
nice.
Nicely done, Spooty. You see there, Spooty was using a glass flail. Glass is an incredible kind of weapon. It does more damage, but if he gets hit, it's broken. So we don't want to run with that. We want to use one of these daggers.
There we go.
A little unfortunate, didn't get the flawless. A flawless is something that if you can not miss a beat. No dropping beats, no damage taken on a boss. You get 3 chests, you get your choice of whichever one you want to open, and you get some diamonds. Typically, the blue chest will have a base weapon, but they already have their base weapon, their rapier, totally fine. Speaking of, quick touch on the rapier, it can attack a tile ahead, so it has a range of 2. If you do attack that extra tile in front, you deal lunge damage, which is +1 damage, and you don't have to stop moving. So it's one of the better weapons that you can get in the run.
Absolutely.
In the backside of Temple of Storms here, normally to get through Death Mountain, you'd have to go around the other side, but there's this developer-intended way in. If you have the Power Glove, there's a couple of other ways of doing it, but yeah, it's always nice to be able to get straight through like that. And Goof also has multiple bombs here, is going to be able to do this with Zelda, grabbing the armor booster so it doesn't take as much damage, 2 bombs to position himself correctly, and skip the first floor of the dungeon. Every dungeon has a developer-intended way of skipping the first floor.
The funny thing is, this is actually not the developer-intended method. The developer-intended method is to get the tower shield for Link, which allows you to block the wind and skip the turbines.
We're coming up on the boss Glockenspiel, and Goof just stepped on a tempo up trap, so if you don't think they're moving fast enough, that makes the speed of the song even faster. And he got confused. The falling into the pit wasn't the problem, but like there are traps that make your inputs backwards. So yeah, it's a really easy way to get completely mixed up in this game.
Right.
So Glockenspiel, one of the more deadly bosses. Every time you defeat one of Gleok's heads, they come off and start moving around. They move diagonally, and they can be very hard to predict when there are 4 of them moving around at this speed.
All right. Thankfully, Goof has bomb shoes and gets to do one of my favorite strats, and that's just to blow up the boss.
Anytime you attack an enemy that is electrified, or anytime you get electrified, good stuff, Goof. You get stunned for a couple of beats. Flawless!
Oh yeah. Chemos doesn't drop a key anymore after the first hit.
Right. Okay, so Goof picked up a Wisdom Torch, good.
I went back for the Wisdom Torch because I want to see things.
Yep, you can see him swimming around in lava. Ooh, picking up the bow and arrow. It used to be a lot more useful, but in this patch, it's just kind of a luxury to have. But yeah, the bow and arrow is one of the many items that you can find in the purple chest.
So while they're on the same dungeon right now, Spooty is ahead because you can see his key count. He has 5 keys right now. That puts him so much farther ahead because Goof will have to spend more time in this dungeon, like doing this challenge room, to get another key.
I also believe that when Goof died, he did stop to pick up the heart in the fortune teller's room, which is good. You can never have enough health. Okay, fighting Base Guitarmos. This is actually the harder version of Base Guitarmos because this is of the latter 2 bosses. After you defeat 2 bosses, the last 2 get much harder. They get more health and deal more damage.
Goof also doing Base Guitarmos. Ooh, yes.
Ooh, there was your flawless.
Gonna do 1 clap.
Good job.
Woo! Oh, I was too early.
So they have 1 dungeon left. This is the Frozen Grotto. We're going to be fighting Wiz Robo here. And nice, I love that little interaction. You're normally not supposed to be able to stop sliding like that, but for some reason, if you try and use the Power Glove while a brick is sliding, you can actually stop yourself from sliding along with it. That was fast. Hello? Where was... Okay. Where did the dungeon go? Wow, nice generation there.
Is this their 4th dungeon? Yeah, this is the
last.
And
they got a glass rapier. Okay, they're about to fight Wiz Robo, who teleports around a lot, but because they have a rapier, they'll be able to run right up and give him a tap as soon as the fight starts. And that's going to put Wiz Robo in phase 2. Wiz Robo is now going to teleport.
Nice safety strat, Spooty. Switching off the weapon so it does not break.
Here comes Goof. Nice, good tap in. 1.
More. Nice.
I got knocked back and then I lunged in.
All right, let's try this again. One more Whistle clap. Boom.
Okay, that's the beginning of the game done. They're now up to Hyrule Castle, and then after that they have Dark Hyrule Future. This is a much more difficult dungeon here, as will be the next one. And in here they're just gonna have to, this is much more similar to the predecessor to this game, Crypt of the Necrodancer. They're going to be trying to go through floors as fast as possible. They have enough keys, they're just gonna look for the locked room and find the next floor.
So this dungeon has 3 floors. Which is why we needed 3 keys before we went inside of here.
And you see that fencing around that room, that indicates that that's where the locked room is going to be. So they actually can know where to go, even if they don't have something like the map or compass. Picking those up is nice, but it also helps to just be able to identify, there's the room with the white fencing, that's where the locked room is, and they'll be able to just leave almost immediately.
Okay, nicely done, Spooty.
Spooty already done with Hyrule Castle.
Coming up to second to last boss here.
Has good stamina, has bombs,
Right.
has all of his health. He's going to go straight to Octavo. Octavo being one of the really fast fights.
Yeah, more importantly, he's going to have 5 damage. The rapier, the last rapier lunge, is 4 + 1 from this enchant. And that lets him finish each cycle in 1 hit, which is exactly what you want. Okay, the glass is broken. Now Spooty has to think of something else.
There's 4 Cleoc heads running around too. That's extremely terrifying. You can see the amount of health up on the back wall with the crystals. Ooh.
Oh.
Unfortunate.
Okay.
But that's the reason why they try and get an infused weapon, because that thing will stay with them. He's going to have that infused rapier.
Let's go, Goof. So again, this fight has 4 phases, or 5 phases. 4 for the instruments, and then 1 final phase.
We've got Goof right now absolutely in the lead. If he can manage to take
Link?
Octavo.
Link's not in this game. What is this?
Hi, Link. How's it going? 2 health left. Okay, on the Gomaraka's phase. You can see that Octavo is constantly summoning in the minions from the other bosses. These Wizrobe teleports.
Oh, we got frozen. Okay.
Almost. Uh-oh. That's too big.
It's starting to get a little out of control for Goof. Last phase for
One
Goof.
stamina is pretty good so far.
Mini bosses.
Start summoning mini bosses. For
Yes,
last.
yes.
Okay,
yes.
nice. Goof on his way to Dark Hyrule Future.
So Goof in the lead right now. We're moving into Future Hyrule. Future
This
Hyrule is the
absolutely
scariest.
terrifying place. This has so many enemies. They're all on the hardest difficulty. Picking up that heart container that you get right before the end.
Right.
Gonna let this.
These enemies do outrageous damage. So like 2 or 3 hits and they'll die. So this is a very tense moment of the run.
Yeah, gonna go ahead and let this speak for itself. You have time for a very quick donation.
We actually got a $50 donation from Oblivion6 that says, let's go Goof and Spooty. If one of you does something really spicy, I'll donate another $50. Winner's choice for the incentive. We also got a $250 donation from Squiga that says, hello from the second couch. I am honored to be here to witness this awesome Cadence of Hyrule race with the Necro Dancer community to help fight cancer. I'm oof for Goof.
Yeah, let's hear that oof for Goof and Rudy for Spooty. Coming up around the end here, fighting a Hinox.
Goof. 2 hearts. Yes.
Okay, he made it through. Goof,
Okay.
Goof is on his way to the last boss. If Goof can defeat Ganon, he wins. Getting the refill on health and stamina with the Sheikah Slate. Has 2 bombs. That's really scary.
No, 2 bombs is just right. The current meta is to use 1 bomb and a hit right here. Watch. To get 1 hit. And they're gonna wake up their ally and get the second hit. So there's 3 phases in total. Goof just finished the first phase.
Yeah, the idea is to have some form of damage.
Okay. So this is gonna take a little bit longer. Spooty can catch up here.
Gonna have to use your allies. You control both of them at the same time, so it's very difficult to be able to manipulate them so that they can hit Ganon separately. They can't hit him at the same time. Nice. And Cadence is equipped with a dagger.
Goof's on the last phase.
This is the last one right here.
Just gotta get them to the Triforce. And it's all over. Oh, the enemy's in the way. Oh, come on.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Time.
Yes, time.
Yes. Good job, Goof. All right, we have Spooty left.
Sarcophagus are the worst.
Yeah, the sarcophagus and Lionels are some of the worst things that you can see spawning.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh. Every character shares health, so getting hit by both of the enemies there.
Come on, Spooty.
It's all right, it's all right. I got this.
You got this, Spooty.
It's really easy to get overwhelmed with a Ganon fight. I almost died though. I had trouble with it too.
Nice.
Sarcophagus. That's really unlucky.
Nice.
Wow, nicely done.
So this is phase 2 here. Nice. Very good.
Lionels are like the least.
Phase 3. Just gotta line up your friends.
Line up your friends.
Using the bombs to wake up Link real quick.
And there it is.
Time.
Yes, GG's.
Where'd he go? Up.
Oh,
Yay.
that death on Octavo. All right.
Yay.
Yeah, real quick. super glad to have Goof here. This is as we talked in the interview, this is his first GDQ. He was super nervous about it, and he just crushed me in this race. That Octavo death really did me in there. Oh man, that fight got off the rails so hard. Anyway, like I mentioned in the interview, we are starting Condor Season 9 very shortly. It's a big, huge, large-scale tournament featuring both Crypt of the Necrodancer and Cadence of Hyrule here. And all skill levels are welcome. So I tweeted it out. The Condor League Twitter tweeted it out. I really suggest you check it out. The Necrodancer and Cadence of Hyrule community is really welcoming and open to newcomers and more than willing to teach you the ropes. So I'm willing to teach you the ropes if you want to learn to run while you're here, anyone in the audience there. So
Look at the camera.
yeah, sorry. Kind of wanted to address the audience back there who, thank you so much for all the hype. I appreciate it. But also all you watching at home, if you want to try racing Necrodancer or Cadence of Hyrule, door is wide open. So I think that's all I got. Shout outs to Elad, who hosts a lot of the Condor stuff, and all of the Condor crew, which includes Will, back on the couch there. And to everyone who came out, thanks for the amazing commentary, guys. And that's I think that's all I got. Goof, any shout-outs you'd like to make?
I'd like to give a shout out to my parents for being pretty supportive of me and whatnot. So, I think they're watching this right now. If they are, hi, Mom and Dad. I'm a speedrunner.
Hi, Mom and Dad. Hi, Mom and Dad.
And just the entire Necrodancer, all my friends in the Necrodancer and Cadence of Hyrule community for being awesome people. So, I think that's all.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for having us.
Give it up to Spooty and Goof. That was an amazing run. That went so quick. I did have a $750 donation from Condor48 that says, greetings from the Condor crew, love from Elad, Cancel, Autoclaves, Asher, Alexis, Jack, and Mac. We're rooting for Spooty and raising the roof for Goof. Thanks, both of you, for your positivity and support over the years. We couldn't ask for two better ambassadors to represent the Necrodancer Cadence of Hyrule community. Ka. By the way, please pet the dog. Donation to Winner's Choice. And we're gonna go to a quick Twitch ad. Welcome back to Awesome Games Done Quick 2020. It is time for another interview. Take it away.
Thank you, Edobean. My name is Jhobz. Welcome back, everybody, from the ad break. And I am joined by Keizaron, very special fellow.
I have fans.
And everything.
I apparently have fans.
So, Keys, I'd like to ask you a few questions about Animorphs. I don't want to ask you questions. Who wrote this?
Wait, what?
I don't want to know anything about Animorphs.
But
Go to the break screen. Get out of here. I don't want to do this. I've been informed that I have to interview Keys about Animorphs.
Suck it, Jhobz. The people will get what the people want.
Mike Uyama, this is somehow your fault. All right. Keys,
Yes.
you seem to have a buddy, but we're gonna ignore that for now. Why Animorphs? Like, and honestly, we had this as a social media question as well. Why? Just why?
From Vesper, no less. Yeah, someone who's supposed to be a fellow coworker here. So the genuine answer, I don't know why. I can literally tell everyone at home a story that would last 20 minutes, but we cannot pull that off right now. So I'm just gonna say I don't know, and we're just gonna leave it at that.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, you have barely ever had any runs come under estimate at this marathon. Why do you think they keep bringing you back?
I don't know, man. My charming personality?
Well, it can't be that. So, the very first time, you've done Animorphs before. You've done multiple Animorphs games somehow. I don't know. Seriously, how have we not fired the committee? But you've done Animorphs GBC before.
Yeah.
At this marathon.
Indeed.
And the first time it
4 years ago.
Yeah. Very, very well.
Yeah, so I was 20 minutes in on a very fantastic run that never made it past the first mission. And here's a true story for everyone at home. I kept asking, do I just restart the game? And production behind me holds up a whiteboard that's like, please do. So I restart and we got as far as we could. And the biggest reason why we were able to see as much Animorphs as we did was because the next runner was asleep and we couldn't get a hold of them. So it was all just a perfect storm of no.
So what you're telling me is that we really, really need to make sure that the next runner is awake this time.
Yes.
So that way we can mercy kill it on time.
Yeah, like
properly.
Purposely do it properly.
Okay, all right. Well, we're gonna ask, somehow more people had questions for you about Animorphs, so we're gonna ask some social media questions here. Fabio Neko said, why you choose to run this game?
Well, you see. Okay, so an actual kind of
give
serious
us the actual like 15-second version.
The TLDR is Blame Shenanigans, another Pokemon runner. He did the GDQ before that. He did the Pokemon Blue Catch-em-all exhibition, and he showed me the game. And it's a really, really bad Pokemon clone. So we were like, let's give it a shot. And my life has been ruined ever since. Can't run away from it. It's the maiden that I can't just shoo away.
Shen, I don't know whether to hug you or to like ban you. I don't know, but.
Don't wait until after the run because he's on my couch. Then you can ban him.
Of course. Yeah, apparently I might be too. We'll find out about that. We got a question from @Linka13 who said, would you ever want a modern Animorphs game? And do you feel like if one existed, it'd be better or worse than the Game Boy Color version?
No and yes.
All right, we've got another social media question here from a name that I'm not gonna say, who said, if Animorphs got remastered, not the same thing as a modern Animorphs, if it got remastered, would you speedrun that too?
I mean, it worked pretty well for Crash Bandicoot.
It's true. Although that was kind of a remake.
It wouldn't work for this, though. So
Okay,
no, I don't want to subject myself. There's a third game that I'm never going to submit because it's on PC and it requires DOS and all this other extra nonsense, and it's about 2 hours. You've seen all the Animorphs. This is it. This is the swan song.
If I'm not mistaken, that sounds like everybody out there needs to like get really excited if they want to see you do that sometime. Do people want to see that Animorphs?
What is wrong with you people?
I don't know, but they're fans of you, so.
You know what? That's your mistake.
All right, we got one from @CryptidBone who said, if you could turn into an animal at will, which animal would it be and why?
Why are you eating tea?
You weren't supposed to address it. I was gonna drag out the interview, so he had to keep eating tea.
I thought you guys were joking before the interview, then I looked over.
The tea you gave me tastes terrible. I just realized, by the way, that I could have been pantomiming.
What is your favorite animal and why is it the red panda? I don't know if that was the question.
It was.
Okay, I just read it. It's because they're red and they're pandas.
That wasn't the question.
We're professional.
I'm done with you. Sent, what do you got?
I'm surprised you're not done with me, too.
I am.
Well, I gave Keys a little present for a $0 donation, Keys. You specifically can enjoy some tea.
I hate everything.
But for the rest of you guys, we have some absolutely amazing prizes running from now until the end of the upcoming Mega Man 4 to 6 relay.
This is my job.
I think it's stuck in my mustache.
It's delicious, actually.
It is.
We have from Geekish Gifts this lovely Legend of Zelda Korok mug. It reveals a Korok when you add hot liquid to it. I tried that last interview. It didn't work out terribly well. I think it worked out better this time. But this is what it looks like before you add the hot liquid. Super cool little mug. $10 minimum donation from now until the end of the Mega Man relay coming up.
I have tea in my teeth.
So from our friend Davey and Toyga, we have a lovely Cadence of Hyrule character pack featuring all of the playable characters. You get all 4 of them as a set, including the good speedrun characters, because also from our friend Nick Franklin, we have this lovely Cadence Perler, and I have been informed that Cadence is in fact the worst character. So I'm very sorry, Cadence, but we're gonna have to put you over here in the trash where you belong, apparently. Unfortunate. From our friend Joey Phillips, we have this absolutely beautiful wood-burned Legend of Zelda coaster set. There are 4 of them. I'm going to have Keys hold them because he knows what direction is up.
That's a bold assumption, friend.
Hey, look, yeah, we did it. All right,
Yeah,
good job,
go
us. We did it, 100% accuracy. That's the prize speed run right there. They also come with this beautiful coaster holder. It's got a Breath of the Wild style Zelda wood burned into it. $10 donation, you get the full set of 4. It's a great deal. It's a great deal. Get those donations in, guys. Get them in for sure. From our friends over at Studio Pen, we have a couple of beautiful prints. We have this 2000X Mega Man 2 style opening print. Definitely cool, but not a game we'll be seeing in the relay. And speaking of games we won't be seeing in the relay, we have this beautiful print of Wily's Castle from Mega Man 3. None of these Mega Man games are involved because we're going to be seeing 4 through 6. What's your favorite one of those, Jhobz? I like 5.
I like none of them.
All right, well, Jhobz has bad opinions, so we're just going to move right on.
I just haven't played them, people. Relax, relax.
Sounds like a first step thing.
So right here, and I might need a hand with this. We have an absolutely beautiful Triforce blanket from Doug Rachel. You got the Triforce and all 3 spiritual stones. I think we're actually holding it up the correct way this time. Yeah, it's beautiful. It is an absolutely beautiful blanket. And it's, big enough to actually use as a quilt, and that's awesome. It's a $25 minimum donation.
I'm pretty sure all 3 of us could fit on
We could just have a blanket for it under this. In fact, we might go watch the relay under this blanket.
You're assuming
I think we might do that.
And behind Jhobz on the shelf there, we have a beautiful Cadence of Hyrule Triforce cross-stitch. You got Cadence and Zelda and Link there together. It's absolutely beautiful. Hopefully we can get a quick shot of that. It's a $20 minimum donation. Comes to us from Violet Valhalla. Look at that thing. That is an amazing cross-stitch. Huge fan of it. Huge shout-outs to Violet Valhalla for providing it. Guys, and of course, last but not least, for the prizes with a limited time window, we have a one-of-a-kind AGDQ2020 banner featuring a bunch of dinosaurs from video games we love. It's done by our very own in-house artist, LOK, who does all these wonderful whiteboard arts. If you haven't noticed this whiteboard art, this is horrifying, and I love it. Thank you so much, LOK, for providing that for us. It's super cool. Head over to GamesDoneQuick.com to check out a picture of it. And in general, you should head over to GamesDoneQuick.com because that's where you're going to be able to find all of the amazing prizes you can donate for, all of the amazing incentives and bonus games you can put those donations towards, incentive and bonus games like the Keizaron Animorphs run, which you guys probably want. I mean, there's like an 80% chance you want it. I want it at least.
I was going to say, if you have been a fan of this interview at all, you're wrong, first of all. But also, if you have, you should make sure that you donate for the incentive, or specifically the bonus game that is Animorphs. Right now, I don't believe it has been met yet. We still got to push quite a while to get that into the marathon. So if you want to see this man try his best at playing a video game and then fail, crash and burn hilariously, and be removed from stage forcibly, then please donate so that way we can get that run into the marathon for a brief period of time before it is then removed from the marathon.
Forever. This is the swan song. This is the last Animorphs.
This is the redemption arc of the swan song, and your guys' donations can make it happen. And of course, when talking about those donations, we also have to talk about our grand prize, Jhobz. Of course. It's $200, but it's cumulative donation throughout the event. So hey, you get $25 in, you get entered for the blanket, you get all the stuff we talked about right now, and you get an eighth of the way in there. It's either an amazing custom Master Sword and Hylian Shield, that amazing fishbone guitar we saw earlier, or you can work with Heroic Replicas to make a custom prop of your choice.
I know, I love this because you could make an Animorphs prop. I mean, nobody would, but you could.
Don't do that.
You could if you were insane. But guys, it sounds like we're just about ready, so we're gonna throw it up to the front as we get ready for the Mega Man 4 through 6 relay with Team Mr. X, Team Darkman, and Team Cossack. Take it away, Edo.
Woo!
Thank you for that. We actually got to first do a little bit of ads real quick before we get ready for our Mega Man relay race.
Hey, OmniGamer here, and my book Speedrun Science is the complete guide to speedrunning's process, history, philosophy, and so much more. Check it out at fangamer.com.
And we're here to talk about La Mulana 1 and 2, the Hidden Treasures Edition. Two critically acclaimed puzzle platforming staples of the speedrunning community come together for the first time. It's coming in March 17, 2020 to the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. It is available to pre-order now, so go ahead and get that. It's going to include a game, art book, 2-disc soundtrack, and a jigsaw puzzle, all in a collector's box. So if you want to check that out, it's going to be nisamerica.com/la-mulana-1-2. Easy. So simple. And we're also going to talk about Team Meat, Super Meat Boy Forever. They're making great games, but they're terrible at estimating time. It's okay. You're not speedrunning it, so it's totally cool. Super Meat Boy Forever is coming to Epic Games Store, Switch, Xbox One, and PS4 in 2020. They're like 99.999999999999999% sure it will be 2020. You can visit www.supermeatboy.com, or you can follow them on Twitter at Super Meat Boy. But don't expect a ton of updates. They're busy. I'm just going to read just a couple of short donations that I didn't get to go through during the Cadence of Hyrule. We actually had a $500 donation from Incoherent. If we want to make the awful block longer, we're going to have to increase the cadence of donations. $100 from Lateca that says, pet the dog. Another $50 from Nate91 that says, pet the dog. And a $25 donation from R2JL that says, pet that dog. Oblivion17 also donates $50 saying, Goof, that was extremely spicy. $25 from Bookworm42 that says, more GDQ. Animorphs run by Keizaron. Sign me up. Rokilla donates $500 that says, please, more Animorphs 2020. Fiona donates $50 that says, my boyfriend wants to see Keizaron suffer. Well, I mean, that's what they said. Phantom Gwen donates $25 and says, let's see that Animorphs run. Maybe Keys can actually finish the run for once. If only. Lonely Party donates $25. Animorphs, 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 Animorphs. $25 more if the crowd chants. Oh boy. What is this, Beetlejuice? And this was a donation I didn't really get to read during the cadence because it went so stupid fast. Valkerfield donated $1 $1,000. That said, I'm donating during the run because the Necrodancer Cadence community is one of warmth and inclusion, and its acceptance of folks of all race, gender, and orientation should be celebrated. This donation is in honor of my friend Hans. We went to high school and debate camp together. We ended up at college together, and then one day in the middle of an econ lecture, I got a phone call from Hans. He had gone on a whim for one of those psych study MRIs. They pulled him out immediately and told him that they couldn't use him for the study. He had a brain tumor. We don't know when or if he would have been diagnosed. Otherwise, this unplanned visit saved his life. Early detection matters, and I'm honored to contribute just a little in his name to the Prevent Cancer Foundation. Hans had close to a decade cancer-free, but now he has been in and out of treatment. And I'm grateful for the time he's had, and hope everyone listening takes a moment to wish him well in his treatment now, and think of the moments, the lives they can save through contributing to early detection and treatment. With love, Troy. That was